go.
We are live here down at ANZ Stadium, ready for the Brisbane Broncos to head out against the Parramatta Eels in front of a packed out 50,000 fans or so here in ANZ Stadium. Jack Carl and his Broncos taking on Luke Short and his Parramatta Eels. I'm joined in the commentary box once again by Liam Rogers. Yep. Liam, what are you looking forward to about today's match?
Oh, well, there's changes in the first and foremost, we have Sam Herbin playing fullback for the Broncos. This is definitely something that we probably weren't expecting since the initial team lists due to just some off-field circumstances. So it'll be interesting to see how they go there. Also with Kowal shifting back to his preferred position of halfback. The Eels, they're pretty similar from where they were last week, and we'll just be hoping that they can continue riding the wave of some of their star performers.
You have to agree with obviously Eddie Oliver making his SRL debut today. Congratulations, you've made it, son. First player off that new wave of 1 players we've had to make his SRL debut. With Sam Herbin switching back to fullback and Kowal into the half. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they go today. Obviously, a bit of a change of their initial plan. Obviously, Herbin was meant to be halfback with Rohan and hooker, but changes have been made at Brisbane with Jordan Williams now taking a run up there, rocking his red mohawk. His change with Jack Carl also dyeing his head red for this game against the Eels. That is the 4th tackle now. Sam Herbin playing it there, back in his home at fullback. Obviously, had a very good season there a few seasons ago. Season 3 it was. Playing for Brisbane at fullback. Obviously, he's now back there and looking forward to see how he goes. There's a deep kick there by the Broncos. Get to the Thomas Mendonca. Good start there from the Broncos though, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was pretty good, and obviously you see the debutant getting a lot of touches at hooker. I thought the service was pretty crisp. I really liked how quick the play the ball was from Herbin, just really using his speed to get ahead of the defender and find his front.
You have to agree with that. Obviously, you know, it's going to be a challenge here. Obviously, it's different playing in the mines to the SRL, especially obviously backing up from Monday's night match where he also participated in. It's the Eels going up the field now. 5th tackle. This will be Anthony McDonald taking the hit up there. Just 45 metres out now. Goes back. It's going to be Justin Barisic kicking. Not your traditional kicker, but he's the one to kick out the lock. As it goes down to Justin Place. It's going to go close to the sideline. Stays in. But that was a good set by the Eels, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, well, I quite liked that kick from Barisic to end it. Fantastic little gel kick there. He managed to get right into the box where he needed to. Once again, though, plays excellent kick return. He was a start performer in that game last week, as we see him make another break there.
As he goes very close towards the sideline there.
He's towing the edge there. Oh.
Kennedy trying to sort of like nudge his way out as Jordan Williams out from space. Looking for a run here.
Who's that with the offload? It's Oliver on his debut.
Carl it was there. Sorry, not... As with Herbin now, sorry. I keep getting distracted with what we're talking about here. Herbin goes up the middle. He'll play it there. 5th tackle now, 10 metres away. Cole's going to put it high. That's a good kick. But Cole plays under it. And it's taken there by Thomas Mendonca. And he'll survive. Probably a little bit too deep there, I thought, from Jack Carl.
Yeah, you probably don't want to push it too far. But usually he goes pretty well with the kicks. I dare say that's the 1 out of 10 that he doesn't quite get right.
You'd have to agree there. Usually you want to probably get them in just like only a metre out. So you can push them back if you don't get the catch there. But in the end... The Eels take the ball there as they're going out. Considering they started on 20, 2nd tackles in, that's like 4 tackles they've had here now. And they're not even towards the 30 yet. This is not looking good for the Eels. Great defense though by the Broncos pushing up here. That's the 3rd tackle, just short of the 40 here.
They're really just using those 2 pass hit-ups now. They're just trying to push up the field.
As Blake Harris goes looking for a 40-20. That's a very good kick there from Blake Harris. Has the sideline there. Herbert's getting across field. He gets the ball. And Sam Herbin makes a tremendous catch to get there. I'm not sure he got there. I thought he was concerned for a 40-20, but great chase and great take there from Sam Herbin.
Brilliant positioning from the custodian there. What a way to make that fullback jersey yours if you keep coming up with plays like that.
As Eddie Oliver takes the offload there from Jordan Williams, he'll play it there. 3rd tackle. They go short side here, back to Jordan Williams.
Oh, little decoy play there with Williams coming in. That was fancy. I liked that.
As Eddie Oliver getting his hands on the ball there. Good little run there. Gets a quick play the ball now, you'd be hoping. He picks it up, plays it there. Goes back to Jack Carl. He punts it across field. Fielded there by Thomas Mendonca. Just tackled there by Lucas Deuce just on the 20.
We're playing lots of ping pong here, aren't we? It's a very back and forth game. Not many errors, just completing the sets. Very tense. Hard to see who's on top right now.
Have to agree there. You know, both teams sort of just fighting back and forth as Donald runs into the rookie Eddie Oliver, who so far been very good in defense. Hasn't made any mistakes. Has definitely had a good start here as he goes over to Michael Crimp. And that's another brilliant tackle there. This time it's Cooper Gronk in Justin plays over their ex-teammate Michael Crimp. This goes Levi Raymond now looking for a 40-20 himself.
Another one.
It's a very good kick, but Herbert's just going to wait for it. And he got the unlucky bounce. There's Herbert. Herbert's in some space. The new fullback wants to make him money worth, but he's going to get caught there by Levi Raymond. A great job there. For the hands out, Carl. Inside there to Simon Hunt.
It bounces for Sam Herbert, doesn't it? His positioning's just been so good off the back of those 40-20 attempts. Something that intrigues me at the moment with the Eels strategy using those 2-pass hit-ups is that I think they're trying to target the rookie Oliver in defense because they're going to try and wear him out in the middle.
As Jordan Williams now up the middle. Sorry to cut you off there, Eddie, but he's going to... Not Eddie, Liam, as he's going to get it up point there. Carl's going to play it there. It's going to go short side here. Cooper Gronk, long pass out the place. He's going to look for some space, and he's going to be wrapped up. 5th tackle now. What's the play going to be? Slow play of the ball. Gronk, it's going to be rookie Eddie Oliver to put it high. Herman's under it. He's going to make the catch, and on debut, Eddie Oliver has set up Sam Herman for the opening try. What a way to start off your SRL career.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's exactly what you wanted. Look how quick he was there. No one in cover. Herbert, he's in another league when it comes to how quickly he gets there with his kick chases. And I guess it's kind of puzzling to think that he was in the halfback role when you see how well he does chasing at fullback. So now the new half, well, not really the new halfback, but he's in there this week, Rohan Kowal.
Yeah, Eddie Oliver it was, the rookie, putting up a bomb. Not your traditional kicker there, playing number 9, but he just caught the ball there at the last, put it high, and Herbert just chased it. They were looking at all sorts, got the ball there, great catch, and he just planted it down. Brilliant stuff from the rookie and the new fullback.
Yeah, well, like we spoke about it, the game is very much up in the balance. It was some ping pong, and someone had to crack eventually, and just that bit of class from the rookie and the veteran custodian just really getting the back in.
Have to agree there. Levi Raymond get back up. Disappointing there from the Eels to concede that easily, considering it was back and forth for start, and Anthony McDonald puts the shot on Jordan Williams. That's going to leave a mark there. He'll be feeling that tomorrow, Williams. Definitely trying to inspire some teammates here, though.
What did Andrew Voss say in the first Rugby League Live? You can feel that hit on the Richter scale.
Have to agree there. They've probably just sent out an earthquake warning for all of Western Sydney. Evacuation's about to commence. But, that's going to be the 4th tackle now. Lucas Deuce playing it there. It's going to be Rohan Kowal sending it out there to Joey Kelly. That's the 5th tackle.
Good to see Kelly getting some early ball. Getting both of those wingers involved.
Azul, that's a poor kick there. Taken out by the captain, Luke Short. Simon Hunt it was. Not your traditional player kicking. I don't know why he was the kicker, considering you have, well, quite a few general kickers there, as Justin Barisic takes the hit up now. 20 metres out the Eels. It's a good opportunity for the Eels.
Great centering hit up there. They're scheming.
Goes out to Kennedy. Gives it to Michael Crimp. Taking her on the 20 now. That's the 3rd tackle.
Not getting over the advantage line there.
It's going to go to Blake Harris. Gives it short there to McDonald. Pushing forward there. That's the 4th. Goes over to Cherry Evans. Short ball there to Jordan Ford. Pushing forward. Getting up towards the 10-metre line. That's going to be a good tackle. 5th tackle now. They're looking. They're going to go short side here. It's going to be Cherry Evans who puts it high. They're going to have Lucas Deuce under it. And he makes a brilliant catch there as he's now looking for some space. Brilliant defense there by the Broncos.
Yeah, very good job to defuse that kick. But I also like the field position that the Eels have gotten themselves in. That said, you really want to capitalise. They started that set like 40 metres out because of the error with the kick.
As Sam Herbert now looking for some space. He takes on Kennedy. He has space on all the time in the world here. Kennedy makes the tackle. But now 10 metres out from it now. What are they going to do here?
Speaking of field position,
Third tackle, Cole.
Wow.
Goes to Lucas Deuce, who's moving the line, and he's in for the Broncos' second try. And his first try in his SRL career for Lucas Deuce.
What an amazing play. Check that service from dummy half first. Look how wide he's able to go to hit Jack Carl so we can create that play. So far, I actually think that Oliver has had a massive hand in both of the first tries score here. What a way to announce yourself to the SRL.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. He gets it at Jack Carl on his chest in front of him, goes out the back to Deuce. And Deuce, he managed to make them look a little bit silly there, getting around a few defenders, and well, they're in for their second try. Concerning stuff early here from the Eels. They're down already 12 points to nil after just 17 minutes.
Yeah, it was a dogfight. While the team capitalizing, they're just quite getting that go forward in the other end. I think also Sam Herbin breaking open the game there. It's just those small dynamite moments from your fullbacks that can really change things in the SRL. You know, we see it from KCK, we see it from Bunsey, and I think now Herbin is announcing himself as one of those players that can do it.
He's had a hand in both their tries, obviously making that massive run that got the Broncos in a field position to score that try. And obviously scored the first one as now McDonald.
Oh, no.
Gives away a penalty.
No.
And this could be dangerous for the Eels if they're not careful here.
The Broncos are on a roll. They're the stampeding horses right now.
Carl gives it there to Seamus Wilson. He'll push up towards the 50. They're going to start
What's more concerning for the Eels right now is that Allison hasn't even come on yet, and we've seen what he can do to teams off the bench.
Yeah, obviously getting the man of the match last week was very strong. He goes Rohan Kaval. Long ball there. It might have touched the Eels' hand. They're going to say play on there. That'll be a third tackle there. Jordan Williams plays on the 20. Out to there, Seamus Wilson. Pushing forward there. He's about 11 metres out now. Fourth tackle. They go short side. Monkey. Long ball out to Justin plays, and they're in for their third try off the match inside the opening 20 minutes.
Another one. Wow.
What a
brilliant ball there to set it up.
Yeah, Justin Monkey it was. Just not the traditional ball player, but just took on the line, saw the gap open up, and Justin Play steamed onto it. Didn't have a hand laid on him. And now, Rohan gets this. They'll be up 18-0, and they're only not even 20 minutes in yet. We've even had Jackson Allison and Jake Scott come on, which we know they provide massive impact off the bench. This could be dangerous for the Eels as it fades away there. 16-0 is the score after just 20 minutes.
Really impressed with how the Broncos are capitalizing here. It seems like every time they get the ball, they're just consistently making the right decisions, and especially when you see how their spine is working together.
Have to agree there. 20 minutes gone. Levi Raymond getting ready to kick off now. It's been a really masterstroke, this sort of play to move forward back to fullback there. It's really worked wonders for them so far. Jack Carl has been playing really good, I think. I think Rohan Kaval's done his job like he did at the Cowboys. And Eddie Oliver, he's been a massive find for them. I think he's had one of the best players on the field in his debut match. He's been incredible so far.
Yeah, as we see Herbin, he's heard us talking. He wants to stake his claim to get those 3 SI MVP points.
He's going to play it there. They go inside here to Simon Hump. Simon Hump straight up the middle now. That's a good run. And just like this, fourth tackle, they're already on the 20 after starting their set off the kickoff. There goes Jack Carl. Through the hands. Gets it a plays. Plays will get caught there. This will be the 5th tackle. Who wants it?
They get it.
I think they might be going back to Eddie Oliver again. They are.
They
are. He throws it through. It goes.
Oh.
Jack Carl wasn't the kick they needed, and he'll be held up there. But the Eels are now working their way out of their own 20.
Not quite the result they wanted, but it's not fatal because, as you said, they're still working back from their own 10-metre line. And we've seen that the Eels, they haven't really transitioned to the other side of the field yet. So it's going to be a very important set for their game right here.
Yeah, for one set the Eels did have on their line, well, attacking the Broncos line, didn't really do much in it. That's a bit of an awkward pass. Thought it might have been forward. The ref says play on there. But as we were saying, the one set the Eels have it on the Broncos line, they didn't really do much of it. And after that, it ended up being Herbin runs down the field and they score a try. So, and it's 4th tackle here on the 30. This is just not looking good from there. Jason Farah takes a run up. He's taken there by Eddie Oliver and Simon Hunt.
Not enough impact in that run there.
This is
You
fifth.
need better on your 4 tackle hit-ups.
Fifth tackle. Blake Harris punts it over. It's going to be Joey Kelly to take. We know what he can do. Steps one. Taken out by Jason Farrer. That's the first.
Harris tried his best to salvage that, but as you can see, the Broncos...
Simon Hunt now up the middle. Sorry to cut you off there. Look,
So good.
Liam, continue.
Liam. Yeah, well, just 2 plays like that, and it went from being a decent kick, and now they've just broken space open again as Herben steps another.
Herben plays it there. It's going to go Carl. Carl gets it over to Jackson Allison.
Oh, he's on now.
Watch out.
He's trouble.
He's set to cause trouble here, Allison. It goes Rohan Caval over to Jack Carl. Pushing forward, looking for a try. He's going to be up just short.
Oh,
Fifth tackle now.
Kicking.
Goes
Gronk.
Gronk kicks it out. It's going to go there to Eddie Oliver to score on debut. What a moment in his career. What a moment in his just ever. And he's going to score a try on debut. Congratulations, Eddie Oliver.
Oliver, you beauty. What a play. Look at this. Look at the effort to get there in the kick chase. How well he times it. And the way the ball kicks up. He had to be ready for that.
Simon Hunt was grubbering ahead for Eddie Oliver. And he just takes it there. He's already got a try assist to his name. He's now got a try.
He's just got the fullback caught unawares there. Basically, everything that's happening, Oliver is just everywhere. He's got to be very proud of himself just in this opening 25. Racing out to a 20-0 lead.
He's just put a lot of effort so far in. I think his effort's ever has been good. I don't know if he's missed the tackle. He has not stepped the foot wrong, Eddie Oliver. Congratulations. This has just been an amazing debut so far. Could go down. I know we're only 25 minutes in, but so far he's looking like he might go down as one of the greatest debuts we've seen in the SRL. You know, he set up the first try. He's now scored one. And congratulations, Eddie. What a performance.
Listen, Eddie, I'd like to think I know a thing or two about great debuts with my double for the Warriors.
You're getting he's getting a bit jealous.
Welcome to the club.
He hopes you don't take his stardom off the score and 2 tries on debut. So he's just hoping, don't take my thing from me, Eddie. That's what Liam is thinking about right now. You can play good, but don't play too good. Don't play too good.
Throw a forward pass. Throw a forward pass. Ball leg.
As Rohan's going to take it up there on just short of the 30 now. Goes Carl. Short ball there to Cooper Gronk. He's now away. Looking for space. Takes on Brody Kennedy, in fact. Gets it off onto Jack Carl. He's in space. He's going to be caught there. Third tackle. The Eels cannot afford to concede here. Third tackle.
Play the ball. They're scheming.
Short ball there to Jake Scott. Giving good impact there. Pushing forward. It's the fourth tackle.
Another rookie. A good centering hit up on 4th.
Goes back inside to Herbert, who's going to be taken there. Fifth tackle.
Trying to be too cute there.
Goes to Jack Carl. Goes back to Rohan. Kicks it into his own back of his teammate. That's disappointing. And the Eels are going to survive barely.
I don't blame Scott for just running that one in. You're leading by 22. You don't need to take any unnecessary risks. Just take the field position.
I have to agree with you. Not the way they want to. They've had a couple kicks down there like that now, the Broncos. And it's quite a concerning considering they're still up by 22 and they've had a few moments where they've probably thought we should have been better than that there. Which makes you sort of wonder, the Eels are probably lucky that they're not down by about 30 at the moment. It's been really bad from the Eels, and I'm getting concerned, but the set's looking a bit better. I'm nearly up to the 50 now. They'll play it there, but the Broncos, they're getting down the field way too easily at the moment.
Good play, just spotting the offside
now
marker.
they're interception there by Seamus Wilson, and they're back up on the 30. This is concerning stuff from the Eels as they go long ball there. It's going to be taken there.
Offside.
God. He juggled it. I thought there might have been a lock on there. They say play on. Third tackle now. Seamus Wilson straight for another line break. He's looking for space. He takes on Kennedy. Cherry Evans grabs it out there. That's the third tackle now.
On.
They get it over to Jake Scott. He's going forward there. Eddie Oliver. Short ball there. They're going to go out to Herb, and he plays it there. That's going to be the fifth tackle.
Fifth tackle options are fascinating for Broncos. They've scored 2 tries off them, but the other ones haven't been great.
And that's another one that's probably regrettable there from the Broncos.
Yeah, it's not fatal given the lead and the field position, but you really want to capitalize on them.
Goes forward now. The Eels, they've been given a little bit of a break here now. They have to just capitalize something off them. Goes Logan Schmidt. He'll push up towards the 30. Trying to provide an impact at the bench. Levi Raymond gives it out to Jordan Ford now, who push up against his old club today. Up to the 40. That's the fourth.
This is where you need a 40-20 attempt. Here we go.
That's a poor kick there. Taken there by Sam Herbert. In fact, he's looking for space. He gets past one. Blake Harris comes around to make a brilliant tackle. But the Eels, they're only just surviving. Barely as... Not sure what happened there, but it's going to be now Simon Hunt makes something out of nothing. Gets the ball to Rohan. Rohan breaks past the tackle. Rohan's looking for a try and he'll grab one. What a moment for the Broncos as they go up by 26, more than likely 28 points in a moment.
Oh, they didn't need anything doing there, didn't they? It just came out of nowhere with that tackle break. And Kawal, look at that tackle break. And look at how quickly he gets off the mark there. Just no one knew what they were doing to try and stop him. And I think that's one of the great things of having him at halfback, because he can really take the line on and run in support.
Scoring his second ever SRL try. The oldest current SRL player. Obviously, Bake being the first ever player currently to register out of all the players currently left in the SRL. With Rohan obviously only scored his first try last season in the finals. That's his second ever SRL try. And
with speed like that, he's got to bag more. But so far, it's just an absolute onslaught. If you're the Eels, well, I think it was Gus Gould who once said that halftime can even be the best or the worst thing to happen to a football team. And if you're the Eels, you're probably hoping it's the best today.
Probably want that next 7 minutes to go by quicker than 7 minutes, with the fact that, you know, your team just haven't been able to do much so far. They've been struggling to say the least. There's now Jake Scott, that's a massive hit up there, taken up to the 20. They can't let them concede meters as quickly as we've seen though. The last couple of times they've kicked off, the Broncos have managed to get down. That's a good movement there.
Oh, that's what they needed.
They needed that. If they can score here, it'll give them a little bit of hope to produce some sort of comeback. First tackle.
Good pressure.
Goes to Jason Farah. They need to put something up here. He'll play it there on the 10-meter line. Logan Smith now.
Can't help feel they wasted a tackle there. There needs to be a plan in attack. There needs to be more than just one pass.
Goes short there to Cherry Evans, and he's putting on his back. And once again, fourth tackle already, and they have put nothing at the Broncos. The Broncos have not looked trouble at all. So this will be the fourth tackle on the 10-meter line. Goes long ball out to Ford again, another one-out run.
It's a full set of one-out runs. I can't believe it. They need a good kick here.
Cherry Evans puts it high.
Probably
and
a bit
gets
shorter
under
than
it.
you'd like.
Disappointing set once more from the Eels.
It's not looking good. It's looking like the Eels last year. There's nothing.
As Allison now takes on the fullback, gets it offload to Eddie Oliver.
Oh.
Pushing
There
forward
he is,
there.
Allison. He's always the man in
Wilson looking for space here. Gets it offloaded back to Jake Scott, and he's pushed back. And once more, they started inside their own 10. They're now already in their own half. This is, I'm not sure what the Eels can really do. Short ball again to Jackson. Sorry, Logan, guys, it is this time. Fourth tackle there, just short of the 20-meter line.
How good has Seamus been every time he goes into space?
I do agree, he's been very strong so far. Fifth tackle now. Goes back to Jack Carl. He puts it high. Probably a little bit too deep there from the Broncos 5'8", and it is.
Yep. Not the most enticing fifth tackle option there. Mr. Schmidt for the head up.
And it's going to go out now to Attila Senadag. They need to find something here. They cannot go down in the break for 28-0. First tackle.
Good run from Senadag.
Goes at the 4. I'll tell you what, these second rows have been trying their ass off for the Eels, both Ford and Senadag, taking numerous hit-ups. This goes out to Kennedy now, looking for some space. That's a good run
That's
there.
what they needed. That's what they needed. I think that's been one of Kennedy's first touches of the game. And we're like nearly at the end. Oh!
Barisic now takes it up there. That's going to be the fourth tackle. Cherry Evans gives it short there to McDonald. That's going to be the fifth tackle.
They've got to get something up for Kennedy.
That is fifth tackle option. Cherry Evans puts it high. Looks a little bit disappointing. Tap back for Kennedy. He breaks past the tackle and he will score for the Eels. They'll score just before half-time. And they'll get themselves a little bit of glimmer of hope heading into the break.
Kennedy's barely touched the ball, but every time he's touched it, he's looked dangerous. You know, we saw the massive run before, and now we see the try. I think the Eels, they really need to try and get him into their game plan instead of doing these one-pass hit-ups, because you see what happens when they do inject him.
Yeah, he's sort of definitely got his hands on the ball that set, and he finally crosses for the Eels. He's someone that they have to use more, I think. And although it's going to be a massive uphill battle to get back into this game, with that missed kick not helping it, they can certainly still win this game if they can get some tries together, and I think it's going to be off the back of Brodie Kennedy or Levi Raymond. It has to be off the back of those two.
Well, if Kennedy hasn't been touching the ball much, surely he's got plenty in the tank, right?
I'd have to agree with that. You know, you have to just give him some ball, get him some runs, give him some ball with the outside backs, let him work with Thomas Bindonga and Michael Tripp. They're two speedy wingers. Those are the three they have to build off if they want to somehow build a comeback here, the Eels, I think. It's going to be short take. The folder hit up off the half. In fact, he breaks the tackle. Not that it's going to matter from being held there 25 minutes out. As we go to the break, Broncos leading the Eels 28 points to 4. We are back in the second half. Rohan Kaval, the new halfback, getting the ball on the tee. Ready for what is expected to be a brilliant second half after what was a dominant display by the Broncos. Leading at halftime 28-4. Liam, what were your thoughts on the first half performance by the Broncos? And, well, the Eels too.
Well, for the Eels, that was incredibly disappointing. I think they've been really weak up the middle because you see that Brodie Kennedy, he's made 11 tackles so far, which is, you know, if you're wearing your fullback out like that, that's not fantastic. But on the other side of the coin, Sam Herbin, in his first game back at fullback, has ran for 214 metres with 7 line breaks, which is just absolutely, like, it's stuff of dreams. It's an amazing performance.
It's even more incredible when you think he wasn't meant to play fullback up until a couple of days before the game, which is just absolutely incredible from Sam Herbin. He has been on fire in this performance. I'd also like to bring up Eddie Oliver. His debut match, I know I've talked about before, but he has been incredible. Try and try assist. He's had a very good game for what is his first performance. And his service out of dummy arse has also been very crisp, I think.
Yeah, well, that's been the best part. His style as a player is someone who definitely, he places a big focus on the accuracy of his passing, and you can see it really come through. Just like the service that he just throws there, and he'll do it again. Watch how quickly it hits the chest off the mark. See? Stuff like that, setting up line breaks. It just completely catches the defensive line unawares.
So go Jack Cole, back inside there to Rohan Kaval, running a very straight line there. Back in his preferred position of halfback this week. Short ball there, Jackson Arthur at pace. Eddie Oliver gonna...
Just running a Pache there, just really getting forward after that. Slow play the ball.
Goes Jack Cole now. He'll kick it to the back.
Brilliant.
Mark Kremp looking for some space here. I will point out, the Eels have been a lot better in this to begin this first half, but I would like to also remind you, but this is how I started this. This is how I started the first half, so we have to watch out to see if they can continue this form.
Yeah, well, before the first try was scored, it was a really close game. It was a dogfight. It was just going back and forth. But then they conceded the try, and then they gave up the penalty, and then things just kind of fell apart from there.
Yeah, well, it was definitely back and forth. I think you made the comment that it's a bit like a ping-pong table match, just back and
Yeah.
forth. But then it was Eddie Oliver to sort of ignite something with the bomb. That's also in here that's going up. Since then, it's pretty much been all for Broncos. So, if the Eels can get the first try in this half, make it 18 points behind, I can see them maybe producing a little bit of a comeback here. But they have to get the next try. If they don't get the next try, that game's over.
Well, that's not how you do it.
That wasn't a great kick
That
there.
You're 20 meters out. I don't think the grubber is the play.
As it goes short down to Williams, this is
Oh.
a great run here. Gets on the outside of Brodie Kennedy. Kennedy eventually takes him down there.
Once again, the service, it was just so fast before. It just splits that open space.
It's Bailey Wilson taking a hit up. Coming on from Justin Monkey at halftime. He'll play it there just past the 40-meter line now. Hunt gives a short there to Allison. That's a great run. Beautiful pass there from Simon Hunt. Onto the chest of Jackson Allison. He'll play it there just 12 meters out. Carl. Short ball there to Jordan Williams, but he's going to be picked up and dropped.
Not sure if that was the play there, but no risk involved.
As Jack Carl's going to take a settler run here.
Ooh.
Who's going to be the man to kick it now?
Carl's their best kicker, so that's the second time he's been tackled on fourth. It's not great.
Goes Simon Hunt. They put it high there. A great kick. Taken well there, though. By Shannon Freeburn looking to turn Sam Herbert inside out, but you can't fool Sam Herbert that easily, and the Eels survive.
It's good that they're getting him to make some tackles, though. He can't just keep running amok like that. You need to tire him out.
Short side here, once again, Sam Herbert. This time he's going to be caught by Jordan Williams. This will be the third tackle. Goes short there to Anthony McDonald. That's a great run there. Settling them up nicely. This is a better set by the Eels. We need to see more of this if they want to produce a comeback. As it goes to the short there to Christian McKay, but he goes and intercept there to Jordan Williams, and that lets all the pressure unfold there. Disappointing once again from the Eels.
Well, McKay's fighting to try and get that starting spot back, so that's not what you want to do.
Have to agree there as Rohan Caval gives it short there to Jordan Williams. Pushing up the middle. Gets the offload to Eddie Oliver. Don't know if they needed the throw that offload. It's going to be third tackle now.
It's another break from Williams. He's doing lots of work in the second half when a lot of other guys are getting tired.
I have to agree there. You know, he's sort of just been putting a lot of work. As Eddie Oliver takes the hit up there. He'll push forward. Some more body, Eddie Oliver. You know, I definitely could see him sort of becoming sort of that one of those lock hook type guys, similar to the likes of, you know, Aaron O'Hare, Tim James. It's definitely not bad him taking it up there. It's Brodie Kennedy now. Oh no, Kennedy's away. You're catching him.
That's what you need.
This is what we need. Kennedy is going to go the distance. Great catch there. Gets the run of play. Brodie Kennedy's going to score a try, and the Eels are back in it now.
Well, every time he's touched the ball, he's broken the game open. He's barely touched the ball, but when he does, things like this happen. That's 2 tries for him right in this game off the back of just plays that were absolutely nothing. So they're definitely going against time here, but if anyone can beat time, you'd have to think it'd be Brodie Kennedy.
Yeah, obviously he knows how to score tries against the run players. Scored quite a few tries at Penrith similar to that, where he just caught the ball from a bomb. Put a bit of footwork on, he got away from a few defenders. And he scores one there. Lever Raymond will convert this to make it 28 points to 10. It ain't over till it's over. They have to score 3 more tries. It's definitely possible. They've still got a bounce in the climb here, but they've given themselves a little bit of hope though, haven't they?
Yeah, well, they're in a very different position than they were just before they went in at halftime. You know, losing by 18 points is definitely a much easier thing to chase down than 28 is. So they're getting up the mountain.
Rohan Gaval will kick off now. Get the game back underway. There's still 29 minutes left to play. Plenty of time for this game to be tipped on its head. Let's go Anthony McDonald now. Runs straight into Jordan Williams. I'll tell you what, Anthony McDonald, he's definitely tried today in terms of trying to inspire his team's performance. Put a big shot on Jordan Williams after they scored that first try. Taking a couple big runs there. That was another good one there from Anthony McDonald.
He's really putting his hand up and saying, let's go. I was going to say, Raymond. That's what they need, just getting those second phase plays, trying to break it open. Because if they keep going through the dogfight style of play, I
As
don't
now
think they're going to
Sean
win.
breaks a couple tackles.
Oh.
Sorry to cut you off there, Liam. They're going to play it there. Fourth tackle now. They go short side here. Cherry Evans out the back to Thomas Mendonca, but they read it well. Great tackle there from Joey Kelly.
He's thrown that too late. It was the right decision from Evans, but just not the right execution.
They put it high.
Oh,
Kennedy's under it. Looking for Patrick. He taps it back. Wilson gets it. And the Eels will have the ball back. A very good set, though, from the Eels there.
Kennedy's putting this team on his back, he's decided, but that's exactly what they needed. Try and get some pressure back on, wear them out, force the Broncos to keep making tackles. They just need to get back in the red zone now.
It's going to be Luke Short, a very good run now, only taken down by Simon Hunt.
Good captain's knock, that run from Short before too, and that one there.
Now it's the vice captain, Attila Senadad, taking a hit up. 23 metres out now. Goes to Christian McKay. This will be the third. He plays it there on the 20. Goes back to Luke Short. Gets over the 10-metre line now. Fourth tackle. We need to throw something at them. You go inside ball, then Kennedy looking for some space, and he's going to be wrapped up there.
Suspect looking past, but you take it. They've got Kennedy out of the play now.
Fifth tackle, it's going to be Cherry Evans who puts it high. Puts it very high, taps it back, and no one's back there. Carl takes it now. And overall, a disappointing end to the set there.
Yeah, something was brewing for a bit, but they just didn't quite get it out there. They're going to have to try and keep the Broncos in their own 40 this time.
Goes Simon Hunt now.
If they don't keep them in the 40 on this set, I don't see them winning this game.
Yeah, they definitely have to learn to sort of get a bit of resiliency of the Eels. They can't keep letting them make meters, but this is a good set so far. Deuce inside ball there to Herman. He gets eventually caught there this time by Cherry Evans, I think that is.
That's a small win. They've kept them out of their own half now.
Deep kick now. Down to the wing of Thomas Mendonca, looking for some space. Good tackle there.
Shut down very easily there. But they're starting in a better position than they usually have so far.
I have to agree there. You know, they're starting just on the 40. That's not a great run there. They're looking to go short side. Christian McKay, long ball out. So Thomas Mendonca looking for space. Gets past the fullback, Sam Herman.
Good job to drive himself back into play there. No fullback. They're going for the shift. They think they see something.
Levi Raymond will play it there on the 30. Short there to Christian McKay. He'll push forward. A decent set once more from the Eels. Who's it going to be this time? Cherry Evans puts it high. Not the greatest kick in the world. Taken well by Lucas Deuce, who in fact is looking for space. He gets taken there by Brody Kennedy. Once more, though, the Broncos survive.
Yeah, I think they know that what they have to do right now is just defend and defuse, not much else, and they're really sticking to that task.
Yeah, it just seems like the Broncos are sort of laid off, just sort of letting the game play out and just defending the way to victories. That's a good run from Bailey Wilson there. Getting up towards the 40. Third tackle now. Long ball out there to Lucas Deuce. He's already scored one today. Gets past the fullback. Breaks the tackle. Lucas Deuce is still going. What a run there from the Broncos center. They get through the ball. Hands here. Rohan takes the tackle. Forward, fifth tackle. Jack Carl standing underneath the upright. Goes to him. He puts in a grubber kick. Taken well there by Michael Crimp, but he gets trapped in the end goal. Great stuff there from the Broncos.
Just a fantastic kick. Just keeping the pressure on them. That Deuce run really helps break it open. And they get to keep possession. They get to keep wearing out the Eels. They're just inviting them back in with that kick.
It's Cooper Gronk, who has just come back on the field, takes a hit up there. They spread it through their hands. Carl, over to Rohan.
Well, he just pushed us forward.
Who'll play it there. Gets an offload there from Justin Monkey. On to Cooper Gronk. They give away a penalty now. Decision time here for the Broncos. And they decide to kick it to the touch. Not sure what this decision is, but they're going to go for the sideline here.
I think they just want to keep
not to take the two.
Keeping possession, chewing up the clock. because all they have to do is kick a field goal to get back outside of 3 tries.
You have to agree,
But they feel like they're going to score here.
As Simon Hunt pushes forward. Simon Hunt looking for the line. He gets put on his back, though.
Well, this is... Wow, you just see him pushing over. I don't think that's the worst call to just get that centering hit up, because now they get... Oh, yeah, he did go to his back there.
Had a look
Watch
at
the
the
centering
line
hit
there.
up, though. Watch the shape that they're going to come up with here, because they're scheming. See?
Goes Cooper Gronk pushing forward. Looking for a try. He'll get over Cooper Gronk.
There you go.
He's come back on in the middle and he's going to score a try. And I think that's going to put the game beyond doubt. 4 tries might be a little bit too much for the Eels. As Cooper Gronk scores there. And a great stuff there from the Broncos.
That's it. That's basically it.
As they'll look to convert here, 34 points if he gets this, or 32 even, is probably a little bit too much for the Eels to come back from. They definitely have tried in the second half, but it hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, it was... You could almost say that they were winning the second half up until a certain point, but I really think that just wearing them down defensively in the first half is coming back to pay the toll.
Have to agree there with Levi Raymond going to kick off now. Broncos lead 34 points to 10. 18 minutes still left to play. Viewers have to be careful. We don't want this to absolutely destroy him out the park, because in a 9-round competition, bad for and against, could almost just rule you out of finals from the get-go. I only lost by 2 last week, but a big loss here could be devastating for the Eels.
You really don't want this. Not for your for and against. You see Gronk up the middle. Oh, he's really pushing forward, but he doesn't get to play the ball he wants.
Pushes forward there. Goes Carl. Short ball there. Brilliant run now from Guys. Straight through the line. Another great run there.
How good is that Carl and Guy combo? What a brilliant little pop pass.
And now they get it up there for Jackson Allison, who's had another great performance here. That's the 3rd tackle. Out of dummy half now is Eddie Oliver. Takes another scoot. Now it's Sam Herbert gets Monkey onto the ball. That's a good little scoot there to get Monkey, Justin Monkey, charging onto the pass now. This will be the 5th tackle.
How good was that play the ball from Oliver? He's able to just go right to the prop and look at the field he should get.
As now Thomas Benolka turns Herbert inside out. He's looking for a try. Joey Kelly's chasing. I think Kelly has him. He's still going. He gets caught there just 25 meters out.
Kelly is. Honestly, at that point, just put the kick in for your support runner. You've got to do something.
Barisic will play it there on the 20. They're 20 meters out now. They need to show something here, the Eels. It goes long ball out there. Gets it out to Michael Prim. Good tackle there from Jack Carl on the 10
Good defense from Carl. Eels killed the overlap.
Goes Blake Harris now. He'll play it there. Slow play the ball. Short ball there. To Jordan Ford, looking to score against his old club, and he's over the line, but he's flipped on into his back. And they'll get a play the ball at the 10-meter line.
Harris is just not quite making it there.
They're not out of trouble yet. It's going to be Blake Harris who puts it high. A decent little kick here. Taken there by Alistair Russell. But he's put onto his back, and once again, the Eels can't produce the try they needed.
Just, Gronk in the middle. Look at how good he's doing. It's taking 2 people to attack him every time. He's such a unit for a centre.
Have to agree, there's Monkey now up to the 30. Goes Carl over to Herban. You know how quick Herban was. Obviously been more quieter in the second half. 214 run meters in that first half. I don't know if he's even cracked 300 yet. As he goes Eddie Oliver. Gets ambushed there though by some Eels defenders. Goes there to Jordan Williams now with a big run. He's taken now on the 40, and that's going to be the 5th tackle.
Williams just is not shying down, isn't he? He's doing fantastic.
Caval punts it over to Thomas Bendonka, who takes it there. Eventually caught by Rohan Caval. Short now gives it short there to send it out. Ford, sorry. Ford looking for space. Taken there by Sam Herban. Still 12 minutes to go in this game. The Eels just have to keep fighting, I think, as Gronk Takes down Kennedy. That's the third tackle.
Fantastic job to restrain Kennedy there.
Cherry Evans pushes forward there, gets towards the 30, sorry. Goes Luke short, gives it short there to Barris. He thought that might have been a bit of a juggle. We're going to say play on. Gets the offload there to Cherry Evans. Fifth tackle now, another good kicking opportunity here. Goes Alistair Russell, grubbers it through Kennedy, and he scores a hat-trick.
Wow. Well, talk about having the one guy doing all the work. Yeah, I don't want to call them a one-man team because I think that'd be unfair to some of their big performers like Luke Short. But today it's really looking like that because the majority of the times, other than the tackle before, Kennedy has been making all the impact.
Yeah, he has a hat-trick in a losing team, and his team has only scored 3 tries. It's Alistair Russell, not traditional kicker, but he puts the little grubber in. Kennedy's team's through, and he gets the 4 points.
It was a decent kick, but given how quick Kennedy is, I don't even know if it had to be. I feel like if you just put the ball in that vicinity, that it's good enough for it to chase it.
I have to agree there with Raymond. Look at the kick it. Make it 34-16, although it's technically possible for them still to win. I think you can say that the Eels, they won't be scoring 3 tries in this final 10 minutes, but they can at least show us what they're made of in this final 10 minutes. Just sort of get a couple tries, defend the Broncos, and then make the scoreline look a little bit prettier when they look at it. When we look at it on the results page on the SRL website. Caval looking to kick off. It's been a good return to the house for Rohan Caval, hasn't he? He's definitely played well today, I think.
Yeah, well, he's just doing his thing. He's just taking the line on, doing his kicking, and he's playing his role perfectly. And I think the best part is he's let Herben play his natural game, the same as Kyle, because we know Kyle likes to organise a lot more, get his hands on the ball. So I think they're doing fantastic there. Something else that I would like to note is that the Eels, having put up 16 points, that's actually not a horrible total. It's just that their defence has been so nowhere near the level of the Broncos' attack that it's just cost them the game, essentially. Because some of these tries are things where, if they could diffuse their kicks, contest better, that they'd really have a solid chance of being closer in this game.
I have to agree there. If it wasn't for the fact that Sam Herben, went up in the first half, maybe a different story. Or Justin Plays wants to end things on a better note. He gets taken in by Alistair Russell. Although they're not in trouble yet, the Eels. Broncos start for the third half.
That's the plays of last week because he was on another level along with Allison. Allison's been fantastic, but Plays hasn't been getting as many touches. But I think it's just because the Eels' kicking has not been very targeted this week.
It's going to be third tackle there. Over to Allison. That's going to be the fourth tackle. Goes Jack Carl. Long ball over to Sam Herben. Sorry, Ben O'Donnell it is. It's going to be fifth tackle now. Going to go back.
Just a training drill now.
To Eddie Oliver, grubbering it through, but it wasn't a great kick there. And Eels survive.
Probably just had too slow of a release on that one. But, it was Barisic.
This is good from the Broncos forward looking, making them look silly.
Oh. No giving up there with the ankle tack.
Goes out to Kennedy. Kennedy will be slaughtered there by Carl. Goes short there to Senadag. Pushes forward. That's the fourth tackle. Short ball to Christian McKay. It's going to be back there. Cherry Evans punts it over to Kelly. He gets past one. Kelly looking for space. I don't know if he's going to be caught. Kennedy's chasing. Looking for space.
Oh, I've got two guys chasing.
Gonna get him.
Kind of
Kennedy's going to eventually come across to make the tackle. But they're not in trouble yet. They have numbers on the far side. They're going to use it. Allison. Cut up ball there to Plays. And he's going to be slaughtered there.
Oh.
Great tackle there.
Run by Kelly.
Second tackle. It's going to be Allison. Put on his back.
Forward.
They're going to say that he's not over the line. Eddie Oliver looks from dummy half. That's the fourth tackle now. Short ball there to Allison. This isn't great defense so far. attack so far from the Broncos. As it's going to hit there, not the greatest play there. Sam Herbert takes it. He grubbers it. Taken there by Brodie Kennedy. And somehow the Eels survive.
Just Kennedy taking it back to safety there. Looked like something was on there. Herbin going back to his half skill set with the kick.
Yeah, he put a little bit of step, then got the kick through. Gronk was chasing it, but Kennedy picked it up. For a second, it looked like Kennedy might have been able to get a fall from that. It's going to be second tackle. They're going to look for one last try here, Eels, as Christian McKay pushes forward. That'll be the third.
Well, yeah, they're not just playing for pride here. They're also playing for that for and against, because we've seen that help decide which teams do and don't make the finals before. So, you know, you still need to play every single minute of the game, even if you feel like you haven't won.
It's going to be fifth tackle there. On the 20 it is now. It's going to go high there. It's looking a bit too deep. I thought it might have hit the crossbar for a second. Herbin takes it. And that's going to sound us out a minute to go. I don't think much will happen in this final minute of play.
Great heavens. It was not the play. They're kicking with hope, not with any plan at the moment. And it's been the story game for the Panthers.
He's going to play it there. First tackle. Almost over here. Alistair looking for one last little moment of brilliance there. He'll play it there just past the 50. Goes Carl inside there to Williams. He's been probably the best player on the park today, and that's going to end it off. The Broncos are going to defeat the Eels 34-16. A very good performance overall from the Brisbane Broncos. Liam Rogers, your thoughts?
I'm not sure what else there is to add other than just an absolutely fantastic job. As we see, Eddie Oliver, man of the match on debut. How good. You can just see he just really racked the numbers up. I think Caval's kicking was actually pretty decent, but look at his stats there and see how far ahead Brodie Kennedy is. I'm surprised that Raymond picked up as many run meters as he did. Obviously with the hooker position and how that works, but just given that you can see the majority of the time he was just passing the ball back out and making his tackles.
I'd like to have a look at this. Sorry to cut you off there, Eddie. 25 tackles by Brodie Kennedy.
Yeah, wow.
That is...
none missed, which is, like, full credit, but jeez.
I don't know if, I'm going to be straight up here. I don't know if I've ever seen a fullback make that many tackles in an SRL game. Fullbacks, they do make more tackles than they should in the SRL, but I don't think of fullbacks that have made that many tackles. And pretty much he's topped it too.
Yeah, well, that's very rare. You don't really know what to add to that because obviously you can't really have much energy to get involved because as we see, 17 runs where we're probably used to a higher work rate. If we go and check how many Sam Herbin had, I can't feel that oh no, he was similar with 17 runs. He must have just popped out much more.
They really
with
kept
when he was
him wide in that second half. He only managed to run about 40 or so meters in this second half. So credit to the Eels for working on that. Not an extra line break in that first half. He had 7.5 time and only 7 here.
Yeah, no. Well, it was probably one of the all-time great SRL first halves. Eddie Oliver, he kept his consistency when running, but obviously he got really tired towards the end. You can see the 3 missed tackles. But I'd like to note, look at that, 2 try assists as well as the 1 try. He just really grabbed the game and just injected himself into it. Jordan Williams had an absolutely massive game as well, by the way. You can see the 5 line breaks he made from that prop position, only in 54 minutes, only taking the 17 runs. But it felt every time he got his hands on the ball, he was breaking it open. Logan Geis as well, 22 tackles, none missed, 8 runs for 77. But every time that he ran, he was just in open space. Same as Seamus Wilson. He only played the 40 minutes, but he still cracked over 100 meters. Talk about an absolutely brilliant edge player. Honestly, every player Scott and Wilson still able to contribute at about just shy of that 10 meters per run. They made their tackles and did what they had to, and I think that's part of what makes this Broncos side so strong. You have a guy like Allison who can come and crack 100 and play massive minutes off the bench and get 3 line breaks, so you feel like it just goes on forever with their depth.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. As we look for next week, both these teams, obviously the next game in the SRL this week is between the Warriors and the Sea Eagles. Well, thank you once again, Liam, for joining me. and we will see you guys next time.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.